guys ready for a good stream tonight? Let's get going. Is it okay if I start a little bit early? I think it's okay if we start a little bit early. Let's start a little bit early. All right. How is everybody today? Doing good, I hope. Let me make sure that we have the correct music running. Hope everyone is doing good today. Let's make sure that we have the right chat up. There we go, got the right chat. Not quite sure why that's showing there. Why are my windows all weird? Hold on, give me a second. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Do I sound okay to you guys? Do I sound okay? Let's see, let's do desktop audio. We don't want no desktop audio. Alright. Let's do a mic check. Mic check. Alright. So welcome everybody to the stream today. Let's first, I'm not sure why my wallpaper looks like that. Look, I got no idea what's going on today. I got no idea. It was a long day at work, but we're gonna figure this out. We will figure this out. Where are backgrounds? I don't know. How do you find backgrounds in GNOME? Let's see if we can figure out backgrounds. I thought it was just background. Appearance. Why do we have, let's see what that guy does. Okay. Now I can see. Is my voice still low? Can you hear me? I could turn it up a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? Just let me know if that's better for you here in a minute. We have to change the desktop because I'm not sure why it's share. Is that better? There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good with the desktop being shown. Background sound edit to load. Let's see what are you? Background sound effect too loud. Okay, thank you so much. Let's is that better now? Okay. Let me know if that's better for you. Hope it's better. Okay. If that's better, let's start. What we're gonna do is let's open up Remina and let's jump into our Windows 7 VM. I hope that's better. Let me know if the sound is better on your side now, if I've turned down the background music enough, or if it's still a little too loud. My webcam. Let me set the familiarity in my webcam. Just give me 1 second. Looks like you can see some stuff back there. Filters. Nope. That's not what I want. Can't connect. You know what that means. That must mean we don't have it on. So let's see. Let's see. 192. We probably don't have my super secret password. We don't have. Yeah, Windows 7 VM isn't running. So let me start up the VM and then we should be good to go after that. Alright, so that VM is started. Let me put chat on top. Okay, thank you so much. Always on top. Okay. Alright, thank you at Native. How do you, am I completely butchering your name? Let me know if I'm butchering your name. I don't want to butcher people's names. Okay, so let me attempt to reconnect again. Can't connect. Why can't I connect? That's very interesting. Let us see what's going on in the console. Oh, it's probably still spinning up. Yeah. Let's see now. Looks like your desktop is duplicated, showing doubled. What do you mean? You're seeing two of my desktop? I thought I fixed that. It looks like I can't connect to my RDP server right now, so I need to look into the console and see what's going on. Connecting. Yeah, it's right there. So, did we get a different... Did we get a different IP address? That could have happened. That could have happened. What is this host called? I thought this host was Win7 Handmade. Let me see. Do I change it to... No, it's Win7 Handmade VM. Do I change that directly to be the server? Win7 Handmade. I don't know if I've saved it in my thing. Can't find the address. Okay, yeah, so it's not saved in my... is Pi-hole running? Yeah, it's not saved in my local DNS. It's showing the same left half. Yeah, it's showing the same left half. It still is showing the same? That's weird, because what I see... Oh! Yeah, what? How do I fix that? I see what you're saying. Okay, let me go to properties, selector. If I select that, oh, I see what you're saying. I actually duplicated it. Let's see if I... Wait. What happened to docs? Oh, because docs is not loaded right now. Okay, there you go. I figured it out. I usually have the browser source with just the documents for MSDN, and that was not working. Okay, so... It looks like I can't... So let me log on this way. We'll look at it through here. Yeah, there's... So, IP config. Or let me look at... computer... About, this is Windows 7, so it's been years since I've done this stuff. Computer name, Ketty code Win7. Okay. Okay. So it's Ketty code Win7. I forgot that's what I had it as. Ketty code Win7. Win7? Like that? Save and connect. Could not find the address. Why couldn't you find the address, buddy? Ketty code -Win7. Let me just get the IP address, and then we can go into 155. I need to make that static, or else we can go into Pi-hole and set it through that. So let's make it static for right now. I'm sorry. Let's just edit it in here. 68.1.155, and then there we go. There we go. We are back in our Windows 7 VM. That's a good start. Now, what I wanted to do was go to this webcam and look at the chroma key here and set the similarity to get rid of that black behind me. Look better now? Looks better now. Okay, so that's good. Looks like we got the chat set up well. Sound's sounding good. So, what have we done? Well, not a ton. So let me decrease this again. Let's go to my blog, and I haven't added a new blog post since the last time we talked on February 28th. I am going to continue doing the blog post. I am going to switch it up a little bit though. It's going to be too much to go post by post through every day of the Handmade Hero, and I've decided at the day 3 and day 4, when he started to get into some of the more relevant stuff on animating a back buffer and getting your bitmap to render in the back, that I should maybe take a dive back in to see. If you remember, go to my YouTube channel here. If you remember, if you've been watching for a while, there was a series that I did some time ago where I was doing Learn C language, and there is multiple videos with the Learning C language. That was based on some information that I got from the Free Programming ebook GitHub site. And if you go down to the language, books by programming language in C, they used to have this one by Code Ahoy, right? Is that your only Code Ahoy? Yeah, this Code Ahoy, and this no longer works. This actually just goes 404 to their page, front page. So let's actually see if we can find it. If we do that, let's see if it finds it at all, if it's just been try catch. I don't know what that is. Error retrieving answer. So it looks like Code Ahoy has fallen into the AI conundrum and relying on AI for everything, and they moved towards we don't want to support you using our information. So they had this on here, and they went ahead and removed it. So I mean, if I was, I guess I could raise a pull request there and have them kind of fix that, but I'm not really going to do that. But Beej, so I found Beej's Guide to Programming. So that's the one I've been reading in widescreen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, I was at strings. So we're going to be here, and we're going to actually spend a little bit more time just on the GNOME desktop and less time in the Windows 7 VM today, as I can do all of the things I want to do directly on my native screen here, and it'll probably be a whole lot easier to show on the stream as well. I do want to not look at the widescreen one though. Let's look at the regular HTML version. And then let's go to strings. So that's where I was. Let us push this. Got my blog, prelude. So let's open Emacs. Is Emacs open? Emacs is open. Emacs is open. Okay, so we have Emacs here. So let's set Emacs over to this side. We don't have snapping? Don't you have snapping? What? GNOME. GNOME, what are you doing to me? GNOME settings, tweaks. Is it under tweaks? Windows. Snap. Snappity snip snap. Window focus. Placement. Title bar. Secondary click. Minimize. Oh, I do want to minimize. Yes. Now we have minimize buttons. Yay. Double click. None. Secondary. Where has my ability to snap the windows gone? Window, snap. Windows. So does it not come with snap by default? I mean, can I do like this? No. I can push it from window to window, right? So I'm just holding down Windows key and Shift, and I can push it from window to window, but I can't. So would it be Control Shift? No. Okay, let me look at the keyboard shortcuts. Ah, that might be a way. Let me go back to settings. So I can put settings to window, right? All right, so multitasking, hot corner, yeah, that works. Cool. Active screen, workspaces, multi-monitor, app switching, but there's no snap. Maybe under keyboard, shortcuts. Is there a snap? Top, left, more view split on left, right, move window one monitor, window, yeah. Maximize window horizontally. So where has the snaps gone for GNOME? Appearance, number of workspaces. Look at that. Can't even get a little bit of done today because there's no snap. Apps. No, that's... So, you could even do this back in old, like, Unity, if I remember. You know, whatever. I'm just gonna do it manually for right now. I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for this. And then it'll have this back over here, but you should be able to go and make it smaller on that side. Very, very interesting that you can't. Close that. Beaches guide. Look at that. I cannot make it small. Okay, and then Emacs. I'll have to figure out this snapping thing later because I really do want to snap. Okay. So let's go open up a source folder. Okay, source folder, 100 devs, coding with Radu. We don't have that. We don't have a C folder in here? What? And we're learning C, so we'll do some learning stuff. And then this is string play.c or just strings. I'll just call it strings.c. Alright, so string literals, we know that. String literals, now that we know how to make a string, let's assume. So the interesting thing that I saw was the thing when he talks about here, the different string initializers. So we've already seen some examples of initializing string variables, of string literals, but these two initializations are subtly different. A string literal, similar to an integer literal, has its memory automatically managed by a compiler for you with an integer, i.e. a fixed size piece of data. The compiler could pretty easily manage it. But strings are a variable byte beast, which the compiler tames by tossing into a chunk of memory and giving you a pointer to it. This form points to wherever that string was placed. Typically that place is in a land far, far away from the rest of your program's memory. Read-only memory, in other words, for reasons related to performance and safety. So if you try to mutate that string with char pointer s equals hello world and set the first value to z, bad news, you tried to mutate a string literal, the behavior is undefined. Probably depending on your system, a crash will result, but declaring it as an array is different. The compiler doesn't store those bytes in another part of town. They're right down the street. This one is a mutable copy of the string. One we can change at will. So remember, if you have a pointer to a string literal, don't try to change it. And if you use a string in double quotes, initialize an array, it's not actually a string literal. So I want to try some stuff out. So let's set up the dependencies that we're going to have here. You know, of course we have an int main void. Oh, int main void. And let's just return 0. And just make sure we're good. Hello world. Hello world. That. Okay, so that should be good. Boilerplate. And then we'll compile. We're gonna compile. Do you need the YouTube chat there? Because it's over your working area window you're typing on stream. It's over the window I'm typing on stream right now? It should be. I have it pushed over to the side because I guess I don't need it. It's just so because I think when the stream stops, all the chats go away. So I'm not sure how to stop that. the last stream I did, there was like 1 or 2 chats, but they went away. So unless it's blocking, because I can see the screen look there. It looks like it's not. I'm actually not blocking it yet with there. So if I end up if the text ends up going that wide over there, then we can take a look at removing it. If it bothers you, let me know. I don't know how many views I currently have, so if you're like the only view, then you are my most valuable viewer. So I can do that. I can make that change for you. Let's go. Let me open up a window over here though, so I can see. Let me open up the studio, and it should tell me what the total views are. Wait. Views 20, I don't know. 6 concurrent views. Okay. 2 of us watching. Yeah. Well, welcome to the stream. Thank you for sticking around. We're just playing with strings, as I said. Okay. So let me get back to here and let us compile then. As I was going to say, compile. Normally I would make like a make stuff, but we're not going to do that right now. We are going to go for standard C89 because anything else is not worth it. Let's be pedantic, so we're gonna check. I don't know if we can even do some of the stuff that they said there. Let's do all of the extra warnings, and let's do all of the warnings and all the extras. GCC standard C99 pedantic. Let's give some debug symbols, and let's go from string.c like that. Unrecognized pedantic. I spelled pedantic wrong. Look at me spelling pedantic wrong around here. Pedantic is not spelled that way. It's spelled P-A-N-D-A-N. No, P-E-D-A-N-T-I-C. Okay. No such file or because it's named string. Once again, I am failing strings.c. But then string is what. Oh, I didn't want that to output string then. I wanted to output strings. Oh man. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove that first one there. Yes. Yes. Okay. And back to the buffer. Okay. So then if we open up... oh, we don't actually have any terminals. Let me open a terminal. Hi, terminal. Hello. Hi, terminal. Nice to meet you. Learning... What is the next... Oh, strings. Oh, it's just... Look, I didn't even put it in the right place. Hello world without a recompile. I like that string. Okay, there we go. So we're good to go now. So now let's set up the. So now let's set up the situation which they were showing us. So let's say we have a char pointer based string literal. This is pointer based. Pointer based. I mean, they're all pointer based, but you kind of see what I'm saying. Okay, and then this one is a array based. We'll just call it A, right? And we'll say it's an array based. Array based. Right? Okay. Now, what they're saying is that this the form imports whatever strings. So if you try to mutate this string, so if you try to mutate the array-based one by just trying to mutate it, that's not allowed. But declaring it, I'm sorry, with the pointer-based one, but declaring it as an array is different. The compiler doesn't store those bytes in another part of town. They're right down the street. This one is mutable. All right, compiler, you guys are gonna have to prove this. You guys are gonna have to prove what you just told me that the compiler does. Warning, warning, warning. Unused variables. Okay, so let's GDB this beast. Okay, so TUI enable. Alright, so let's like list what we got. File. No symbol table is loaded. Why don't I have a symbol table loaded? We should have a symbol table loaded because I built this with debug symbols, right? G? Or is it D? I don't... Where do you get your Where do you get your debug symbols? Man, GCC. Debug? Debugging options. G. Yeah, minus G. So where's my symbols? Ah, because you have to debug the you debug the this file. Okay. All right. So TUI enable again. List. No symbol file. No symbol file. File string. Ah, there we go. I don't know why it didn't take that in when did I spell strings wrong the first time? Okay, so let's set a break on 8. Okay. So what they're telling us is that, and we're just investigating. I just want to know kind of what's going on here. They're telling us that well, I know it's going to be different, obviously, but is it going to be significantly different in a whole different part of the memory? So, so let's inspect S, no stack. Oh, yeah. Next. Run program. Did you use auto to the following URLs? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I called string? Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, so let's inspect S main. Next. Why didn't it update my screen? That's weird. Run. Breakpoint main string A. Okay. Inspect pointer S. Undefined info command. I want to inspect. No. So it's not inspect. It's P. Is it P? What? What is help? What is inspecting? Data, examining data. Help data. Is it just PI? No symbol I in current context. No PA, I mean. Okay. P, the address of A. There we go. Okay. So let's do next, and then let's do P, the address of S. Pointer. Oh wow. Wow, those are significantly different. Okay, so it's a char though. So if I do, let's do the first item. So if I look at the first item on S, it's the P, right? And then I could do P item of S plus plus. That's also P. Or it's the S plus 1, S plus 1, S plus 1. There you go. Okay. P. Interesting. Confusing myself though. What am I looking? I'm looking at S. Okay, so S is PS is that pointer base. Why did the because I'm stepping. Okay. So if I go P, the value, it's going to be that O, and then we could step. So I could do S plus 1. Undefined can't. Oh, I could just do S plus plus. P S plus plus, and then it's going to do it, right? And then I could do S, PS, and now it's that. So we step in through the pointer. Okay, so I do like that. So it's saying that, but then I couldn't do. What it's saying is you can't do is you can't then go S and then try to set it to some value, right? That's undefined. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Cool. All right. So, but I want to try. I want to try it and see what undefined behavior we do get. Let's see what undefined behavior we do get. So if I said, let me go ahead and set the first value of S to a Z instead, does it not even recompile? It doesn't. No, that's maybe if I recompile correctly. No, okay, so it does. It does. But maybe it's gonna crash when I run it. Segmentation fault, yes, because I'm looking in memory. Why is that? Is it because I'm trying to change the pointer? This makes sense to people other than me. Let me know. But I'm gonna trust it as truth right now, and we'll move on with the rest of it. Okay, thanks for watching. Oh, UK time. I work UK hours, so yeah, you're very late right now. Thanks for joining. Okay, so that means that let's go here, I guess. Okay. You can't. C doesn't do strings. But see, that's the thing. I like this. This looks to me more truth to what it's talking about. Like, hey, this is an array. I'm sorry, this is a pointer to a char. First pointer to that thing in the char. You can't, since C doesn't track it for you. When I say I can't, I actually mean you can. So we could go into here, and we could include the string.h. String.h. So we could go down here. Looks like we have the char here, and I could print f. The string is %zu for pointer unsigned bytes long, and then string of s. Alright, and then we can recompile that. It doesn't support the print length modifier. It doesn't. And also, C89 doesn't allow you to do that as well. So we're gonna have to go here, and then S equals that. Recompile, I have to remember to do that. Forbids declaration in mixed code. What do you mean declaration in mixed code? How am I having... Forbids mixed declarations. Oh, I keep on doing that. That wasn't the problem. It's because this is here, and that's got to be there. It's not that that wasn't working. Oh man. So that is okay. Yeah, that says it doesn't support the Z-GNU length modifier. So what does? I think he talked about this on the... Let me go back here, because I think that when we were talking about pointers, you talked about this. Pointers, pointers, pointers. Boom, size. Size T. No, it was size T, right? Hello world. Ternary size of. There we go. ZU, if you're complaining, oh, you don't need the Z. Yeah, okay, so why have we been using the Z? Why have we been using the Z? Let me look in the docs if I can find out why I would even have used the Z. So man printf dot 3. Okay, so the docs say Z, or just Z, I guess. Z, 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 Z. A following integer corresponds to a size T, or a following n conversion corresponds to a pointer to a size T. Okay. U. Here U integer stands for DAIU X or X. The unsigned int argument. Okay, here we go. The unsigned int argument is converted to unsigned octal, unsigned decimal, unsigned hexa. So what is the difference then between those two options? We don't need the Z. If we don't need the Z, then we don't need the Z. Long unsigned int. Ah, so is that a L? Was that a L? Was that a L? Yes. So type of is L U then. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. No compiler errors now. Just gotta look into the documentation. The string is 14 bytes long. Okay. Is that what he also got? The string is 14 bytes long. Yeah. Well, I don't know. String length returns size t, which is an integer, so you can use it for size cu. Program prints the string. Great, so it is possible to get the string length. But if C doesn't track the length of the string, how does it know how long the string is? String termination. C does strings a little differently than many programming languages. In fact, differently than almost every modern programming language. Memory or key language are basically two options for storing a string in memory. Store the bytes of the string along with the number indicating the length of the string. Store the bytes of the string and mark the end of the string with a special byte called the terminator. It sounds ominous, the terminator. Of course, these days it seems ridiculous to worry about saving a byte or 3. Lots of languages will happily let you have strings that are 4 gigabytes in length. But back in the day, it was a bigger deal. So C took approach number 2. In C, a string is defined by 2 basic characteristics. A pointer to the first character in a string. We now understand that. A 0-valued byte or null character somewhere in memory after the pointer that indicates the end of the string. Oh! Wait, a pointer to the first character, a 0-valued byte or null character somewhere in memory after the pointer that indicates the end of the string. A null character can be written in C as \O, though you don't have to do this. When you include a string in double quotes in your code, the null character is automatically implicitly including. Actually, hello behind the scenes. So with this in mind, let's write our own string length that counts chars in a string until it finds a null. The procedure is to look down the string for a single null character counting as we go. And that's basically how the built-in string lang gets the job done. Interesting. So, I kind of wish that I had the ability to look at this, and I'm not perfectly accustomed to using like the GNU debugger yet, so I'm going to use Visual Studio. So we're going to use this code here that we have, and I want to see if what it looks like. So let's. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to write it in Visual Studio though. Or I know I can use the CL command. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Visual Studio in Windows 7. Okay, so we have that. So let's. Do we have CL in here? No, where's CL? What is this? Properties for this. Do I have the run? No, I don't. And I want to do the -KW -KW handmade mish show.bat. Is that it? Unknown option. Oh no, because that I wouldn't do that in there. I'd have to do it in. It would be under Emacs. So yeah, I'm not even gonna do it for right now. Let me just go to handmade. Actually, you know what? I have Git now. Git bash in there, so why not use that? We could actually change it to bash scripts because I can just go there, cdw, cd handmade, and make sure we're using. So I can just continue to use my posich. Handmade mish ls. So it's shell.bat. Okay, so now I have CL here. Nope, but do I have it in here now? I do not. Cat shell.bat. Let's see what this is. Cat shell.bat. Yeah, call echo off path. Because this is in here. So a to-do would be to switch that over to use the new thing. Let's go to Hanmad Mishter shut up at CL Emacs. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. We got it to boom for us. Okay. So let's just go to W and we'll make a new directory and then we'll just make a file in here. We'll do string.c. Okay, and then we're going to include standard io.h, and we're going to include string.h, we're going to in void, return 0, and then printf, hello world. Alright. And then we're going to compile. And then for this one, we're going to say CL out G. Is it G? I don't know. I don't even know if this is the commands for it. Command line has been deprecated. Oh, we need to look at the documentation. Let's look at the documentation for this. Let's look at the documentation for this thing here. CL help. Oh, where code generation? Inline. Preprocessor. Create a DLL. Where is the setting a debug symbol? Debug symbol. Enable stack, vector, G, is it just G? Name a PDB file, is it F? ZI. ZI. Okay. So let's go back to here, compile, back. And wait a second, is it, how does it do, it's forward, yeah, forward slashes. ZI string. Okay. Now we could go back here and dir CDC CDC dir devin string.exe. Okay. All this to get to a debugger, but we're learning the tools. Start. Very interesting. So how do I, where do I put my F5? There we go. Can that finder open the... Why is there no disassembly? Cannot find the symbols. No. There's the PDP right there. It's the minus G. Let me just do... delete star. Okay. And then we'll save that. Dir. Okay. So let's recompile. Okay. Dir dev env string.exe. Working directory arguments attached. Oh, there we go. Okay. Man, I don't know what that was about. Okay, so about 5 minutes, and I'll be ending the stream. I need to feed my family. Feed the family. The family must be fed. Okay, so looks like all that's good. Okay, so let's, yes, sure, you can save the solution. Sure, for right now. Okay, so let's go back into here then, and char s equals hello world, right? Okay. And then we want to print that in there now. So, hello, no, just percent %s, it's a string, and then s, okay, and then we should be able to recompile, right, and then we should be able to run dev env again, and we'll put a breakpoint here, because I want to look at the memory. Okay, so I want to look at S, so that's the pointer. Let's look at S0, 72, okay, so that's the pointer. So let's look at this in memory. Copy. FD. Okay, what am I? I'll have to dive more into this. So this is this bytes long? What's the columns? I want bytes. 4. No, I only want 1 byte. There we go. Okay, so this memory points towards the first, points towards and then the is this the null terminating? Is that the null terminating byte? Let's see. Yeah, null terminating byte is just 0. Okay. So there's the junk in the other parts of the memory. Okay, I see now. Okay. So this is the hexadecimal value. I could do it with that's kind of cool. Alright, so hello world there. Now if I had done but didn't they say this is the one where you wouldn't want to change? Address at, oh, it's the address at S that I want to see. Okay. And that is here. to do more memory. That's cool. Okay. Why am I not seeing... Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream there. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. Thanks for interacting with the stream. Please like and subscribe and all that great YouTube stuff. I'm gonna try to stream more regularly, and we'll do a lot of this C programming stuff and continue on with the handmade. I'll update the block a little bit later, but if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, and I will see you guys the next time. Bye bye.